She's too busy punching stars through reality. I couldn't quite gather
Oh, I
what
have a
our
comic
characters.
recommendation for you afterward then, because it'll all make so much more
No,
sense.
I've read the comic. I'm just going off the movie.
She does, that's what she does.
No, I know, but the movie in no way goes out of its way to explain any.
It's not like, hey, can we tell you more about America Chavez and how she's gay and her moms are gay? You can look at her gay moms, but you don't get to hear anything about her. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little bit of a MacGuffin in a movie. In the
A
movie.
lot of bit of a MacGuffin. But hey, remember that part where Doctor Strange fights Doctor Strange with music?
Remember though how like Doctor Strange, one of his major characteristics was that he couldn't really do anything with his hands, and all of a sudden he's just punching everyone in this movie, and I was like, wait, you couldn't use your hands before. Now all of a sudden you're just sucker punching like superheroes and not even flinching. And remember in the movie when he's like, that's Mordo, he's always trying to kill me, and I'm like, since when? He disappeared at the end of the first Doctor Strange. We haven't seen him since.
I don't care for the first Doctor Strange movie. I'm a real outlier in this. Like, I think it stinks.
Oh, it's one of my favorite Marvels.
I think the second half of it is like gleefully stupid, and I really love that. I love how many times he says that he's come to bargain with Dormammu. Like, I really love that.
I also love Thor 2. So
maybe your Marvel opinions are just strange. Maybe
I love Thor 2. I think it's wacky and strange, and I think that Thor Ragnarok tries a little too hard.
It does. It succeeds for me, but it does. I haven't watched a Marvel movie in a bit. I think Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness was the last one I watched, and
yeah.
No, wait, yes, because I also watched Spider-Man No Way Home around that time, and that movie made me cry like the entire time.
Well, that movie's supposed to make you cry.
It felt really weaponized.
Yeah. That is a slick clockwork like movie that I love. I've seen it like 7 times.
I really, really liked it. I also felt I felt wounded by Marvel the entire time. Like Kevin Feige was like, "You like this, right? This is what you like."
It's a movie that made everyone go, you know what? Andrew Garfield was a great Spider-Man.
We've talked about this because you love the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies for some reason.
Because he's a great Spider-Man.
He's a great everything. He never puts in a bad performance.
He's great. We love him. You know who should play Seth in the Moxie movie? Andrew Garfield.
I do also want to, like, at some point, I'm going to make you watch some Degrassi The Next Generation, because
Christy, I've seen all of Degrassi The Next Generation.
Oh, you have? I feel like Craig is the archetype for all YA boyfriends.
That makes sense.
The Degrassi Wikia says, like, Craig Manning is a troubled boy, or something like that. Like, that's the lead line.
What about Spinner?
I went to a Degrassi trivia / bingo thing like maybe 5 or 6, 7 years ago. It was a while ago, and the people organizing it had gotten Spinner to make a video for it.
Yeah,
and he talked about his hair like for a bit.
I love in the Degrassi wiki it says, under Craig Manning, it says, it is later revealed that his stepfather is Joey Jeremiah. And I'm like, you know what? That is a thing that would be revealed. Like, if your stepfather was Joey Jeremiah, that's something you'd wait to reveal.
I wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, because he might still have that hat. So
I've never watched that much of the original series. I've seen a ton of Next Generation, but like, man, that original group, I just don't know about them.
I watched the original Degrassi straight through on DVD back in the day, and then carried it straight into Next Generation. Yeah, I could write a treatise on Degrassi High and Degrassi Junior High and the kids of Degrassi Street. Like, that was... that show is so good.
I think about I think about it more than I should for something that was like I'm so far removed from now. Like, I haven't watched it in literally years, but I was reading the Craig. Of course, I was reading the Craig Manning Wikipedia entry because I was thinking about like how I just automatically visualize him when there's like this character is Seth Acosta. No, he's just Craig.
Oh, I forgot he got Manny pregnant.
He gets Manny pregnant. Well, they didn't show it in America.
Yeah, well, but I mean, I saw the DVDs.
I know, but I've still never seen that episode. I read like a full synopsis of it at one point.
See, I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I remember when the Canadian abortion episode wasn't allowed to be shown on PBS from the original series.
Of course. I mean, that...
That was like a big deal. That made the newspapers.
Remember how many men, men Paige had sex with that were, like, not... Like, could not legally do that?
Not all men. Christy, not all men. Not all men had sex.
I will say that the substitute teacher, like the long-term, like, TA or whatever she dates, he was real hot. Like, he's a real good-looking man.
But you know what else, though? Moxie girls fight back.
Moxie
girls fight back.
You're gonna have a really good time editing this. There's so many times.
I'm not editing a single word. I'm not editing anything.
Don't you?
The only time I have to edit anything is when a cat walks into the room or you have to go turn off your air conditioning unit. Hasn't happened.
Yeah, I was even able to wash some clothes during this one and you can't hear it.
Yeah.
Technology.